All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week of On the Guest List with Foxtrot and the Get Down, White Sox Dave, Kenny Carkey, and Dante. Big week this week. We're coming off a Nickelback. We had the Jack K's Barstool Backstage interview at the end of this episode, and we also have a new fixture in the show. We have our own late-night backing band. Ladies and gentlemen, The Roots. You want to do anything, assholes? Or we're just gonna
Okay, all right, fired already.
You want an actual backing band.
No, we're fired now.
No. Just go ahead. Do the podcast.
I'm Colin.
I'm
Okay.
Dave.
Dante.
Dante. Kenny.
Dave. You have our fucking voices mixed in. I'm Colin. I'm Colin. All right, for those of you who don't know what the fuck is going on because you're listening through audio, we have Congos here. Congos are our new backing, whatever the fuck you are. You guys the backing band now? What are you?
I think we score the podcast. You know, like no one.
Yeah. We have the first music podcast with an original score every episode.
They're the
Like
Hans Zimmer. They're the Hans Zimmer of podcasting.
Yeah.
Give us
Danny
some.
Elfman.
Yeah, give us something to go into our first conversation.
What are we talking about?
Man.
Balenciaga chicks.
Yeah, we'll start with Balenciaga.
Oh, we're getting right into it, guys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, boys, let's talk about this. Balenciaga, child pornography.
Jesus Christ.
Where do we stand? Dante, to you first. You're a pervert. Holy shit, dude. We've gone to a different legend. We've gone to a different echelon.
Because of the band.
Dude.
Oh my fucking god!
We're gonna
what is
take
going
over the
on right
podcast.
now?
Let's let them come
Yeah,
out
sorry.
against child pornography before we start.
Yeah, we should probably condemn it first.
Right.
Obviously, we condemn it.
You're a pervert.
Oh my
Who is
fucking
that?
god!
Is that me?
No,
How
that's
have we gone this
I'm
long
Colin.
without a backing band? How have we gone this long without a backing band? So, all right, you know what? Before we get into Balenciaga, let's go around. Let's just ask everybody. Kenny, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm really good. I'm better than I've ever been before. I think today's might be the best day of my life.
All right, good to hear, bro. Dave, how are you, buddy?
I'm okay.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
Sad.
All right,
Fuck
turn
awesome.
up.
I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Band, anything for
Fuck
me to
you, Kenny.
get? Hey, backing band, can you give me something to match Dave's mood?
Yeah, bad. It's kind of a good mood.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that's
like
happy.
uplifting.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
it's like
making
Bert-
him in a better mood. Yeah.
Dave Williams.
Yeah.
Gonna be all right, Dave.
All right, that's Dave. Dante, how are you, bud?
I'm good, man. Getting over sickness, rough weekend, but feeling better.
What kind of
Things are
drugs
good.
did you do?
Really?
Yeah,
I actually was not able to.
Aw.
Thought I was gonna die. Thought I had
Why?
COVID. Do not.
Oh.
Something else, but I'm actually kind of bummed. I was talking about this before you got on. I'm really, really sad Christine McVie died.
Yeah,
Okay.
rest in peace.
That's
dude.
probably where we should start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has everybody seen her live?
Yeah.
I've never seen Fleetwood Mac live.
I saw them twice, and this was 2018, I believe. And I saw that they played at the UC and then the Rosemont. What is it?
Hey,
Allstate
didn't I
Arena.
go with you?
Did you go with me? It was
think
on Valentine. No, we didn't go together. We were both there, though. We were both
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
It was on
you're right.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
Valentine's Day, and that was her first tour back in forever, and so they could play the full catalog, and it was awesome.
It was so awesome.
Yeah,
I've never seen
she's a
Fleetwood Mac
fucking
live, but
rock star.
I can assume what they sound like live.
Danny.
Dude,
Great,
how about
but
how
they're
about we-
weirdos.
how about we fucking? Well, I sent it in the group today. I was like, breaking news: Christine McVie has passed away, and Kenny said never heard of him.
Such a hater.
You're such a dickhead, dude.
That's a joke. I don't actually hate them. I do hate some stuff.
Dude, she's unbelievable, and I mean, if you look at it realistically, like Stevie Nicks gets most of the pub in that band, but most of the hits she sang on. Like,
Oh,
she
yeah.
she was a huge part
Yeah,
of that
but
fucking
did
band.
She's the
She-
Mac in Fleetwood Mac.
But did she have cocaine blown up her asshole? I don't think so. So
Wait, who
Steve-
did?
Stevie.
Why are you
It's
being
all in
so
the books.
presumptuous, Kenny?
That's not presumptuous. It's in the fucking books. The Laurel
What?
Canyon book.
What
Wait,
happened?
why did she do that?
She used to get cocaine. Listen, this is what I read. She used
Kenny,
to have
from your experience, why
cocaine
did that
blown
happen?
into her asshole via a straw back in the 70s because it would get her higher.
Huge fuck face.
Oh man.
I can't believe
Is there
nobody else has
another
heard
way
this.
to do cocaine?
Stevie.
That's how my parents taught me, dude.
Yeah.
No, but rest in peace to Christine McVie, all-time legend.
Yeah, it's called a Fleetwood enema. There's something in the Urban Dictionary about it. It's called Fleetwood enema. It's a thing.
Wow.
Wow.
Humans
Holy
are
shit.
fucking crazy, man. We'll find ways to do.
My point is that's why Stevie got all the love because she was hardcore.
Because of her butthole.
Well, she
Danny,
was,
didn't you meet Stevie Nicks at the Sony party?
Briefly, I met her at Jesse met her too.
was she sick?
How? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you happen to have any conversations about the cocaine butthole situation?
No. it's-
That I didn't realize who it was until she turned around. Because
Oh, ha 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 ha. That's good.
I like that. No, but for real, like on a real note, on a
That was
somber
good.
on a somber note, rest in peace to Christine McVie. Go fucking stream some Fleetwood Mac shit. But no, where should we start? There's a lot to talk about this week before we get into the interview. Why don't we start with the fact that it is fucking Spotify Rap Day? And I don't know how everybody else feels about this. I know Dante fucking hates Spotify Rap Day.
Shut up, Dante, by the way.
I like Spotify Rap Day.
He calls me a hater.
Yo, listen. For one time, I try to like throw something out there. And
Oh
be,
my God.
And be a hater. And it gets fucking thrown back, and people are like, "You're a fucking miser, you
Fucking assholes.
man, Hardo." All this shit.
I do love that we found
People are
something you
pissed.
hate.
that's the
People are
problem with the
pissed that
precedent.
I
Well, what's the
People
problem
are
with
pissed
Spotify
that
Rap
I-
Day?
get pissed about Spotify Rap.
What
but
don't
why?
you like
What's
about
the
it?
problem?
It's just listen, if you have something very eclectic, unique, okay, throw it up there, impress us all with your musical, expanse. But if you're fucking posting like Taylor Swift, this music is great, by the way. Taylor Swift, great. I feel like I'm like motivationally speaking right now. Yeah, like save it. Well, like you can look up any fucking 16-year-old teenage girls, and it's gonna match yours.
Dante, I'm with you though,
We don't need it.
100%. If you think I give a shit what you listen to, fuck off.
I think I don't want to put words in your mouth, Dante, but is
Fucking algorithms.
that right?
Fucking algorithms.
Dude, I can't.
Dante had to run to the back of his jailhouse room to fucking
I'm dying.
Look, I
Fucking algorithm.
I don't
Fucking sick of
hate
it.
Spotify
Fucking
Rap
sick
Day,
of it.
honestly. Like I like Dave's Spotify. No, because you do learn things about people at the same time. Because Dave posted his. Dave's was good. I'm still surprised Eric Lindell was your number
Wait,
one.
hey, can I guess what
I
Dave's?
can't-
Can I guess
Yeah,
as a
you
game
can.
what
Go ahead.
Dave's top 5 was?
Yeah.
Can you
Go
give us
ahead.
game show music real quick? Game show music.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't do requests.
Listen,
Fuck
Cosby
you, Kenny.
sweater. Okay, I want to guess Dave's
Suck
top
my
5. Top 5 listened to in 2022. You ready?
Here we go.
And don't give me a yes or no or a right or wrong until the end of this. Number 1, John Mayer. Number 2, 311.
Samantha Ronson movie.
Number 3, the old 97s. Number 4, who else is horrible? Oh, Sublime. Number 4, Sublime. And
Not
number
horrible.
wait, huh? And number 5, I'm gonna go with Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
strike
really
me as
like Aerosmith.
you don't
They're
like
fine.
Aerosmith.
I mean, yeah, I take them for what they are. I don't often go out of my way to be like, oh yeah, today's Aerosmith day.
Were any of those 5 on your list? Any of those?
No, you were directionally correct on a few.
I have the list right here if you want me to
Directionally.
read it.
I can guess Kenny's.
Well, let's go through Dave's first, and we'll guess
okay,
Kenny's.
Okay, yeah.
So number 5 was the Tedeschi Trucks Band. Great fucking band. That's an awesome choice. You gonna hate on that, Kenny?
No, I don't give a shit.
All right, cool. Number 4, Slightly Stupid, which is basically Sublime, which is pretty much dead on. Number 3,
Yeah, I'm gonna consider that one correct.
Slightly Stupid's fucking awesome, dude. You smoke weed, don't you? Listen to Slightly Stupid all the
Yeah,
time.
when I was fucking 17.
Number 3 was Turnpike Troubadours, great band. Number 2, fucking Leonard Skinner. Let's go.
That's what I
dude.
should have said instead of Aerosmith.
And number 1 was
I
Eric
had
Lindell.
a huge Leonard Skinner where I was listening to them like nonstop over summer.
Sorry, what was number 1?
Eric Lindell, who is like a smaller blues artist, which by the way I like.
Mike
Eric
Lindell.
Mike Lindell, yeah, he listened to the My Pillow guy a lot. He was
His
listening to a lot of
podcast.
manifestos. Yeah,
I was actually very surprised by that list.
You
I
were?
thought there was a handful of artists that would have sneaked in there. Eric Lindell, I haven't listened to in a long time, I feel like.
fucking Spotify algorithm's backwards, dude. I don't know if it's always right.
But
My number,
they're, like, I don't know.
Kenny,
I
can
don't
you guess my number 1?
It's gonna be some R&B shit that I've never heard of before, or some like Japanese jazz fucking.
Nope,
fusion.
it's not. It is Kanye. Kanye. I'm Colin. Kanye.
He didn't even hesitate.
Kanye. It was Kanye West. It's the shittiest thing of all time. How did we not
You
do
are
this
fucking
before?
ridiculous, guys.
It was great. Yeah, mine was like Kanye. It was like Kanye, Mac Miller. Sam Fender snuck in. Zach Bryan was in there, and I think Foxtrot did sneak into the top 5. So I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
can I say something? So everybody and their motherfucking posted the rap thing today, including a lot of our friends who are in bands and shit. It is a broad, general statement thing that everybody has their own band, like close to the
Absolutely.
top. Like even Fitz and fucking the Knox and like because they listen to their own shit, you know. But it's just funny to see everybody post their own rap with their own name.
Yeah, John Summit.
There's no way I would have that. You're telling me Fitz and the Tantrums had theirs up near the top? Or did
Listen,
they fix
there
it?
was at least no. There was like at the top of the like festival lineup. You know that thing they were doing.
Oh yeah, but that means that you were the top listened on your own shit. That's how
that's
that
what I
works.
thought.
That's
It
what
was
I'm
based
saying,
on how much you listen to them. So you're saying that these bands are listening to themselves on Spotify
Yes.
to drive their numbers up.
No,
Yeah.
it's
No,
probably
I'm
just-
not saying to drive their numbers up. I'm
Well,
Yeah, that's what it is most
yeah,
of the
but
time.
listen,
I'm
unless
not
you
gonna
have your
lie.
cell phone going 24 hours a fucking day.
Yeah,
what's the
that
point?
doesn't. It's negligible.
Yeah. I'm just saying it was just funny to see because
Well,
I
not
go
for
back
us.
and I listen to fitness shit. I go back and listen to some stuff.
Kenny's been looping Sale on loop for the last like 15
That's
years.
how
to
I
try and
got all
get
those
the
streams. I bought an
diamonds,
Asian
yeah.
fucking stream farm.
I
Oh,
guess
and-
Kenny's is your top. Your number 1 is Tony Hawk. Number 2 is Bam Margera. I think number 3 is Johnny Knoxville, and then
Yeah.
whoever rollerblades. I don't know. That's like
Fuck, man, you're so
Chris
good at this
Pontius.
game. Yeah.
Dante, did you have anybody surprising on yours?
Dude, what don't you fucking understand? I didn't do it. I don't partake.
I'm fucking sick of it.
Take and fuck my
I'm
rap.
fucking sick of it.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
Oh my
I'm
god.
taking a stand.
So your moral stand that you're taking wasn't against Balenciaga, which I said in the beginning of the episode. Your moral stand is against Spotify Wrapped.
No, I'm taking dual moral stands.
Oh, that's a nice
It's
double back.
perfectly. All it is like a thing to draw engagement on social media, and it does a good job of it. And it's mindless, and it's I think a little fun.
Mine didn't
too.
work. Mine didn't work. I couldn't even look at mine. It won't work.
I had
It
to.
was too hot.
I had to mess
That's
around
why.
with it to find
That's
mine.
what. That's no. They don't want people to know.
Yeah.
It's the
let's-
perfect thing because you get to as an artist, you get to thank your fans / humble brag.
Of course.
If you had a good year, you're like, I want to just thank all my fans for the fucking 10 million views or streams, whatever you got, and it's just a way of comparing how you did.
The only big
we
one.
do it.
measuring contest.
The only big one I saw put up today was 100 million streams in a year, which is pretty good. I didn't see many people do that though.
Bro, Zach Bryan, the guy I was just talking about, put his up. He got 1 billion streams this year.
Yeah,
One
and
for
I
you.
bet you a lot of those came in the last like 6 months. He is
Yeah, he
fucking
blew the fuck up.
exploded, dude.
To
Yeah.
be
He's
fair, though,
exploded.
he did put out like 4 albums this year, and one of them
Yeah.
had 36 songs on it. So
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
but-
killing it,
He is
rightfully
killing
so.
He's headlining the Smokeout next year.
I saw that.
Yep, great get by them.
Um,
I have a great segue for speaking of streams.
All right, hold on. Segue music, quick.
Oh, hold on, go ahead.
What
I
the
haven't got
fuck are we
anything.
paying you?
They don't
for,
do
dude?
requests.
Don't say the pay word around me, else we're gonna get lawyers involved.
As soon as we get paid, you get paid, asshole.
Are you recording, Kenny?
Oh shit! I forgot to hit record. That'd be so sick.
Wait, where are we segueing to? Sorry, go ahead.
Is this a happy subject or a sad subject, Dante?
Oh no, it's just we were talking about streams and it's starting to finally come out little by little about what we've been hinting towards. I feel like the last couple of years is that all these numbers are just so inflated and fabricated.
Oh man, I'm going in on this.
Yeah,
Are you being
You
serious?
were going off the other night about it. So
Very serious, very serious.
have you guys not heard about this?
No.
I mean, I always assumed it. I just don't know
Right,
how much
right.
of it's been like.
Oh yeah, it's
Right.
it's a big thing. So who's started like speaking out about it, Colin?
All right, I'm about to go the fuck in. So here we buckle in, everybody. So what happened was some internet sleuths who actually just happened to be fans of these artists happened to be going through their comment sections on YouTube. Lil Uzi Vert was the main one that people found, one of the biggest rappers in the world, and they happened to notice that like 500 of the top comments were Russian bots, like literally posting the exact same thing, just like hearts over and over and over again to drive the algorithm. So then they started looking at other artists from this one specific label who I feel kind of odd about this because it's somebody we've been talking to recently, and I don't know whether or not I want to flame this relationship off the bat, but
Don't.
Do it.
Don't.
Universal Republic.
no, it's not them, and I'm gonna Ocean.
Interscope.
Ocean is the word I'll use.
Oh.
But they went to some other large artists on their
you be
thing, and
more
they all had the
specific?
same shape. Fuck you. So what wound up happening was they went through all these major artists, and they started to realize they all had the same Russian bot situation. And it's like 4 of the 5 biggest artists in the world all had this exact same shit. So they started going through Instagram comments and finding the same exact shit on all of them. Basically, all of these artists' numbers are being inflated. Now, the one thing it is sketchy about this specifically is it's juicing up. Some of these are publicly traded companies if they're owned by certain people. So it is fraud in a certain perspective. But more than anything, what really pisses me off about it is all the artists out there who are trying to build their own careers, who look at these other artists and say, how do I do that? When it turns out you're actually just paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to fucking click farms over in Asia and Eastern Europe and getting your shit for free. Like, it fucking infuriates me because it shits on little artists. And not only that, it fucking inflates people that don't deserve to be inflated. And that fucking pisses me off.
Are you reading what you just said?
No, I just ranted.
Oh, that's pretty good. It sounded like you were reading.
Nope. I can't read.
That's a compliment.
Yeah, thank you. Dante, would you like to follow up on that?
Yeah, so I've been doing some big J investigative journalism. A guy reached out to me anonymously on Twitter like 2 months ago
Dave, go
about
ahead.
this.
Kenny, it's the
Sorry.
What the fuck's going on right now?
they're hitting their fucking buttons.
No, I was
make
trying to
us say
find
anything.
something. I thought I had muted to the stream. I apologize.
No, you're good. And he was like, "Hey, I got a story that is going to come out that I think you might want to like get on top of, involving like what we just talked about." And I was like, "Yeah, like what do you have?" And he's like, "I can't tell you who I am, but I'm pretty involved in the industry, and I've known about this for a while now." So he started sending me these like basically reports. You guys, you get your from your label, you get like your like revenue breakdowns from Spotify, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Congos guys are frozen right now.
Nah, they're just
And
really
they look-
still.
They're just not moving.
They look crazy.
Yes, you do get your
All right.
statement with fucking all the
They
streams
had me
and shit.
scared. So it was basically one of those, and it was like what Colin just said. It was for a lot of the same artists with like you could chart where the blocks were, where the buys were coming in, and basically it looked like the Arizona election night results. It was just like normal. and then
That's a very hot button topic for
line.
Dave. Be quiet, dude.
So I've been going back and forth with him. Hold on, somebody said "Hey Siri" and my phone just went off. So like I
Fucking
knew
algorithms.
I had like 1 foot in and 1 foot out on this whole thing. I was like, I believe this guy, but I don't know if this is really going to become a big story. And then last week it started popping off and I was like, holy shit. And he was like, dude, I fucking told you could have broke this whole thing. So I'm getting like the okay from him. I think I'm gonna blog it a day this week, but it's pretty damning stuff. And the thing that I just don't get about it is from a label standpoint is like what you're doing is just like raising the bar for everybody. So it's like if you do it for one artist, you have to do it for all your artists. And if you're doing it for everybody, it just cancels everything out, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but
I
there's
think
also the game of how the Spotify royalties are get paid out, because it's not just like a stream for a amount of dollars or pennies. It's like weighted, almost like in high school, as I understand it. You know, like a high school, like when they grade a class and they like put the bell curve on it. So
right,
they're pumping up the upper end of the stats. So it's like it always favors them. To me, look, it's fucked. I'm not going to agree with it or support it, but when they got rid of payola and whatever that was, the 90s, it just immediately got replaced by something else. And Kenny will tell you he knows about this real well, which is no one paid anyone to get Sale or Come With Me Now on the radio, but we sure as shit did a lot of shows that were free and a lot of giveaways and meet and greets and do this, that, and the other, like where we didn't get paid for anything, and it's fucking payment.
Do you know how much it costs to get a band and their gear and their crew across the country to play a festival and hotels and all that stuff? You're like, yeah, and that was my point to the whole thing, was same as it ever was. You know what I mean? Like, same as it ever was.
Yeah, I'm not saying like don't investigate it. Like obviously, like if they're doing it, try and fucking get it straight. But it's like, you're going to fix this one, they'll find another way to, rig the system.
Well, the way that I look at it, it's more for optics than anything in a certain perspective.
Yeah,
if they're trying
definitely.
to like break a smaller artist, they're going to pump their fucking numbers up. But what is confusing is when you have an artist like fucking Uzi or Roddy Ricch, who are already, two of the 5 biggest rappers in the world, what are you paying for their fucking streams for? Or
every single one of those songs sounds exactly the same, so why not just put one song out and then you can get all the streams on it?
It's just, to me, like the way I look at it is it's bullshit on all fronts, because if a smaller artist does that themselves, goes out and buys fucking shit like that, you get looked at as a fucking moron. But if you do it at the top level,
it'll ruin you.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll ruin you.
I think there's a massive disconnect though between certain like supposedly popular artists and their real world correspondence.
Sure.
Like
how about
the ones you can tell are super legit. It reflects in the physical world.
Well,
like,
that's the artist Saweetie. Have you heard of her? She's a rapper. She was getting brand deals from McDonald's last year. She had like 2 hits. And they were doing this shit for her too. She has like 9 million Instagram followers. She put out a fucking album and it sold 2,000 copies.
Right.
Sometimes there's not a correlation between the social media numbers and if people are actually listening
But that's
to your
the thing.
shit.
I think when somebody has that many followers, when people like you and me see a bunch of random shit on their comments, and we just assume it's normal because they have 9 million followers. So of course they're going to get some spam, but really it's paid for.
But it's just, to me, like it makes sense on its fucking face that everybody would do this if there was never a chance of getting caught because you look better. But you're gonna get caught.
It's not just even in streams where it's like is kind of more hidden. But you remember that video of the dude on the skateboard with Fleetwood Mac song that went super viral?
Yeah.
So you know the story behind that, right? Like he had like a decent amount of followers, like if I remember correctly.
Dogface.
Yeah. The minute it started to go, their record label pumped hundreds of thousands, if not millions, at least according to one article I read,
into the views. Oh,
not into views, but into basically the way it works now, as I'm beginning to learn, as I'm trying to fucking figure this shit out, is you pay middlemen companies that have got armies of quote influencers to use the song. So there's basically a budget for that. That's the new form of advertising. That's what they did. And when you're competing with these big labels, you put $100,000 into paying a bunch of nobody influencers on TikTok, you're going to get millions and millions of streams real quick that are not like illegitimate, like necessarily a bot farm or whatever, but they're still just bought and paid for.
Yeah, right. They didn't come naturally.
Yeah, but I mean, it's that the minute we've had the first computer, that was it. It was the game over.
But do they
So,
section
I mean,
that stuff
I
off
get it,
for
though.
marketing costs?
I get it too.
Yeah, that's marketing.
Yeah,
marketing.
They're
It's what
putting
it is,
if they're going to
100%.
put $100,000 into the Billboard, campaign in the '90s, they're putting $100,000 in the TikTok campaign now.
Well, look, I
Right,
think
exactly.
what you're seeing here is though that fucking what's the oldest adage in the book, dude? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. These people are trying to stay relevant. But regardless, when we find out that you're feeding us bullshit, you're fucked. So it's like these people are gonna keep doing it until they got caught, and now they got caught. I want to watch what these guys do views wise and comments wise now they've been caught. There should be like a fucking empirical study done on this shit to say whether or not.
I think it's hysterical that Colin's about to blow a fucking brain vessel for this about streams when there's like 4 wars going on in the world. Everyone's starving. We're on the brink of the biggest financial collapse in the world, and we're like, the fucking streams on hip hop artists.
Why don't you do me a favor? Give me some dark music to really set the mood, dude. Suck my dick.
When we first semi-met and I first started coming on this show, like one of the first things we started talking about was how shady the labels are with manipulating numbers and figures, and basically payola still exists today. So when I saw him going off the other night, I was like, oh, he's gonna text me any minute. And he texted me and I was like, dude, save it for the podcast. Like this is gonna be like a great topic.
Wait till you guys hear about politics.
But no, shout out to my guy. What I'm trying to figure out is if it's coming from the artist side, like is the artist crew and camp and management, are they taking some of that like album advance and are they putting that in because they want to impress the label?
It depends. Every situation is so different because when the label
is it coming from the label side wanting to boost their artists' numbers and get them, because
it's
like
gotta be that, dude. Hey, who all was caught doing this shit?
Lil Uzi Vert, Roddy Ricch.
But it's everybody.
It's everybody. The fucking top is blown up. This is legit investigative journalism that happened here because
do you honestly think that Lil Uzi Vert is sitting there like, yo, man, we gotta fucking pay to boost? I bet you he had no fucking clue about it.
Well, I will also say this though, because when we were first starting out, when we had a fucking like indie deal and we were trying to impress the label, we used to do things like stream shit overnight and things like that. And I would get texts from the label. I swear to God, this was like early Foxtrot years, and the label would be like, "Are you streaming your numbers overnight? Because we're seeing a really weird spike from one specific area. You guys know. You fucking know." No, not you. I'm talking to the Barstool guys. If they look at your back end and they see something weird, they will call you on it. So I don't think an artist would jeopardize their own standing within their company.
I think you have too much respect for artists.
Maybe I do.
Artists are pieces of shit.
No, we're all intrinsically
shit. Everyone's a piece of shit. Like if you're telling me if you didn't have a way to do this. Because it's actually a lot of it's questionable as to whether it's legal or not. Like, what is it legal or not?
It's fraud in my eyes, but also I'm not a publicly traded company.
Who are you defrauding?
If you're a publicly traded company,
that's definitely
So if Warner is a publicly traded company and they're boosting their numbers to impress stockholders about how well their fucking artists are doing, that's fraud.
Side,
That's fraud.
Yeah, if we were boosting our numbers on YouTube videos for some video series we were doing and selling that to advertisers, that's definitely fraudulent.
Yeah. Yes, if people are paying for it and you're lying about the amount of streams that's going on here, that's fraud.
And we need to protect the advertisers.
Yeah.
Is that what we're saying?
I think no. You got to protect people's money from getting ripped off
I agree.
in shady means.
Have you guys ever heard about FTX?
Yeah. That one's funny.
Yeah, fuck that guy. If you put me in a room with that dude, oh my fucking God, I'd kiss him.
It sounds personal. Did you?
That guy has
some money with.
I did not. No, I don't fuck with crypto.
He did a fucking New York Times fucking town hall today. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, what's up with that,
dude? He still spoke
at
it. I knew he was scared.
This guy's not even gonna go to jail. It's.
Don't make me like him.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But didn't this the views thing? This happened 4 years ago when Vivo had to give back billions of views, and it was all with Rihanna and all that kind of stuff. It just kind of remember it was Sony. It was a Vivo Sony deal, and they dropped the view counts like billions.
The
same
one
exact thing.
You know how you say artists all intrinsically assholes or whatever you want to say? Because it's probably some weirdo sitting in their mom's basement looking at view counts being like, this isn't real. Like, it's probably some nerd.
Dude, the internet's undefeated, man. You don't fuck with internet weirdos in their basement.
Don't fuck with cats, man.
I think
Don't
it may
fuck
have
with
come
cats.
from a different
Exactly,
label.
exactly. Don't fuck with cats.
That
That's
may have come
100% what
from.
it is.
It may have that one may have come from a competing label that was saying, "This is there was some sort of reason that they were pointing out that these are."
Dude,
bought
anytime
views.
you're cheating at on a grand level like this, it's always other cheaters who catch you too, because they know exactly what to fucking look for.
100%.
I mean,
Like, the Park Casino, the movie where Sam Rothstein was talking about hiring ex cheats
Yep.
to catch the cheaters in baseball. They all got ratted out by
Baseball and
other teams that were fucking cheating. You know?
Dave, that was actually a really good analogy. That was fucking intelligent.
Yeah. So the label that they knew that everybody was doing it, and they just wanted they wanted to point the finger first. You know?
I think this all comes down to the fact that intrinsically artists and record labels both are scared shitless of everything. They're scared shitless of looking bad,
Yeah.
of not making enough
Yep.
money. It all comes back to fucking fear. And the second that comes into play, that's when things start getting pressed, and that's when people start cheating. That's really what it is. So I don't know. The thing is, too, to be completely honest and transparent, there's not a single big record label right now that isn't in contact with us about getting their artists on. And every single time I think about talking about this, I'm like, I don't really want to blow these deals up. But at the same time, I would
Dude,
be a
they're
hypocrite
one of the-
pussy if I didn't say anything.
But not just that. All they care about is if you guys are starting to do good numbers, you could say, here, I'll say it. Fuck Universal. Fuck Sony. Fuck all of them. They're all pieces of shit. They're
That
still
was our
gonna call
backing
you
band, not
tomorrow.
us.
They're still going to call you tomorrow because if you're doing well, they want to put their artists in
That
front
is
of
true,
an
too.
audience.
All right, let's do it. Let's do a quick transition. Can I get transition music, please?
Dude, this is the kind of shit I can't do. Like this kind of backing band thing. I can do funny shit.
Play the Days of Wine and Roses or something.
The
Like
Days
Yeah,
of Wine
get-
and Roses?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Let's just do jazz for them.
All right, and I feel like I'm on NPR now. This is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Now back to Balenciaga.
Yo, this is fucking rich people music.
This is what they play. You guys don't
You
have
got
it,
a
but they play
diamond
this
plaque
at, like,
in your fucking background there, Kenny.
We
Super
are gonna
famous.
we are gonna get into our interview with Jack Hayes at the end of this interview, at the end of this episode. But there was something else I really wanted to get into today, and I can't remember. I had it in the fucking.
Metallica.
Oh yeah, Kenny, you want to talk about Metallica? Let's talk about a little bit of new music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys play Metallica?
Yeah.
Your boy.
So I will say this: there's two new things we need to talk about. One of them already went through the group chat today, like spread like wildfire, and we'll get into that. But first, Kenny, your thoughts on the new Metallica song? Is Metallica's biggest fan?
I am a huge Metallica fan, but it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
It's fine, you know what I mean? But it's like it just kind of sounds like old man Motorhead fucking I like to work on cars rock. Kind of.
That's Metallica to me.
No,
That's
no,
what Metallica
no.
is.
Metallica used to be dissonant chords and metal fucking breakdowns and double kick bass and all types of shit. Now it's just kind of like it's not even riff rock. It's just like dad rock, really.
Indie
they're-
alternative.
Yeah, indie alternative dad rock.
But they're like fucking like 60. What did you think they were gonna do?
Did you not hear a goddamn word I said? I said it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be, which was that 70-year-old.
I've done that.
I've
Well,
done that.
Yeah,
What-
Duffy's
what-
a good friend of mine.
Well, what
Kenny
would
from the band AWOL Nation.
what would have made you happy? Like, what would have made you happy to hear what Metallica did?
I mean to get back to something like Master or Battery or fucking Lightning or something, like to get rid of the bass entirely and take me back to '88 and let's just fucking go. You know what I mean?
What if they brought Dave Mustaine back?
Oh, that'd be fucking crazy. They should bring Jason Newstrings back because Trujillo's fucking worse.
You hate that guy.
He's as bad as Fieldy. They're the same person. He's just Mexican Fieldy.
Dude, do you realize how hard it is? I'm going to defend them. I haven't even listened to it. I'm sure it's crap because there's no good music left in the world. But, like, do you know how hard it is when you're a band of that legendary status, when you've got literally tens of millions of people who have an idea of what you should sound like?
Yeah,
And you just want to
exactly.
try something new, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like, there's just no way to help that's like deal with fans that want to hear fucking Master of Puppets or the Black Album or whatever that's called.
Listen,
Well, yeah,
listen. As a Metallica fan, anybody who's listening who is a Metallica fan will know this analogy. It was like when they put out Reload after Load. It was just kind of like, fuck, it just became like leather Harley Davidson jacket fucking rock. You know?
It's fine by me. I mean, it is what I expected it to be from a certain perspective, but like that's like getting mad at AC/DC for doing what AC/DC does. I don't know, like it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison, I think.
yeah, I mean,
I thought it was good. I listened to it once. If I never listen to it again, I won't give it a single flying fuck.
The difference is AC/DC set themselves up as self-aware and kind of funny. And
Yeah, that's
so-
true too. They're like
Yeah.
typecast and they know it, and they just
right,
kind of
and
it.
they're half poking fun at themselves half the
Right.
time, whereas Metallica
Right.
takes themselves pretty seriously. So it's like,
And also with like documentaries like Saint Anger and all that stuff where you really got to see behind the scenes and stuff, like there was no mystery left. I know that they're all just washed up, insecure fucking, dudes. So like, had I not seen all that stuff of behind the scenes, I probably would even like it more.
Well, speaking of insecure and washed up, let's talk about the new Machine Gun Kelly song that everybody went to the
Yo,
fucking.
God.
All
Indie
right.
alternative.
All right, now hold on. 'Cause I will say this because I have been. It's the shittiest thing of all time.
yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think it was the worst thing that I had ever heard. It's the shittiest thing of all time.
It's the shittiest thing of all time.
Dante is seething right now. Dante is fucking seething right now. Okay, well, let's, as you being on this side of the, you actually do like Machine Gun Kelly. What did you think of it?
Not his best, but not his worst. Like you guys were like, it all started off because Kenny was like, MGK's new song might be worse than anything else he's ever like dropped. And I was like, oh boy, he must have dropped something new because I heard Taurus the other day when it dropped, and I was just like, it's for a movie. It's probably a throwaway track he's had sitting around that.
Throw away MGK. What could be worse? And honestly, I'm looking back. You said you don't love it. I said, bitch, you don't even like it. And you go, no, but there's other worse shit. Like, if you don't even like it.
Here's actually the reaction that I had when I was listening to it, because the girl in the beginning, I actually liked it, and then
I was gonna say that too.
when I heard Machine Gun Kelly come in, and he came in his really deep version of his voice, I actually visibly rolled my eyes.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like now he's deep guy, right? Like I'm deep, and it's like he's trying so hard to be
He always has been
unique and creative, but like then the lyrics are fucking awful, and you're like, oh, that ruins.
You only know last album MGK. That's why you're basing these things.
Dude,
He did an AWOL Nation sale cover in like 2012, and I went deep on all his hip hop shit back when he was still a rapper. I know MGK's shit, and his old shit is the rap stuff is better than the punk stuff. That's for sure.
I did say I wanted to make it a point to stop hating on him, and that's why I'm glad Kenny took the reins on.
But that's not your fault.
But you're
That's his
giving
fault.
it up for Lent or something. That's how people have to treat musicians these days. Like
Giving
you
it
have to
up for
give up
Lent.
fucking hating them for some like religious flogging or something. Like
You know what? The Roots.
dude.
The Roots. Real quick. Give me something that you have liked recently.
oh, you always do this to me. It's really hard.
I found good shit recently.
Did you?
Found- Let me look on my phone. Hold on.
Because I can't
I
get
like
off of this.
ASAP Ferg.
I like ASAP Ferg a lot.
ASAP Ferg's great. The new Brockhampton. The
That's
last
boring. No one
Brockhampton.
disagreed with that.
Well, you picked a good artist.
The new Brockhampton shit, Kenny sent it to me. It is good. It's really
It's
good.
their last record that they're ever doing, and so far it's fucking incredible. It's great.
I hated on those guys because I thought they were knockoff Odd Future, and I was wrong, and I'll admit that. I was
I
wrong.
like Bronson for house music or whatever that is, whatever category. There's some super group, right? I don't know anything about.
Dude, I don't know shit about house music except for the fact that Dante took me to a house show, and now I like house music a lot.
Yeah, dude, house music is fun because like it's just electronic music and EDM and all that. I like it serves its purpose. A lot of other music I can't figure out what fucking.
Also,
purpose it serves.
I'll tell you what, it's way more honest than most music. Like you can dislike it or say it's boring or whatever, but it serves its purpose. Like Danny's saying, you go there, you fucking dance and have a good time. There's no like debating whether it's cool or whether it's this, that, and the other. You know?
Yeah, I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed that side of that whole thing. And I mean,
I like
Dante.
that. I like how you guys just put it. It's not trying to be to speak to people. Like, I mean, there's that whole plur crowd that's like peace, love, unity, like whatever, you know, that's like does acid and everything, and it's like feel the music and all that. That's like
Bullshit.
fringe, but most
Within,
Well,
that,
that's-
within that, there's also
you said.
still good electronic music and bad electronic
Oh,
music.
yeah, I'm not saying it's all good. I'm just
No,
saying that generally speaking, particularly in like stuff that's aiming for the club, it's clear in its purpose. We're
Yeah,
trying to
not-
make music
Right.
people want to dance to.
100%.
End of story.
That's why I don't hate
Very-
it when like Kenny hates on fucking Sublime and
I
Something
love
Stupid.
Sublime.
My point is that at least they know who they are. They're not trying to be something else or trying to impress you with anything. They're just here to fucking have a good time and smoke some weed. That's what I like about it.
That's why people don't understand why I like the Fast and Furious movies. Because I'm like, what? You got titties, cars, guns, explosions, robberies,
Family.
heists. Like, I'm
Family.
not going for the fucking storyline.
You're not going to the storyline where they go to space. They put Ludacris.
Oh,
and
that's right. They
Tyrese in
did go to
space.
space. Yeah, it was sick though. And
Oh,
they're in
that's
like
in the
a
most
muscle
recent
car.
one.
Yeah, they're like in a muscle car. It was sick.
I haven't
Doesn't the-
seen the last few.
Doesn't The Rock catch like a torpedo off of ice and throw it back at people?
I think so.
I've got to
haven't-
tell you, I'm kind of done with The Rock because
He's
I
off
was
your list.
yeah.
Yeah, he's up, yeah. No Christmas cards being sent to him this
just
year.
the amount of like actually shit movie he's been putting out. And
Oh
like,
yeah, dude.
do you know what I mean? It's not like I get it. I'll watch. I've watched almost all the Fast and Furious, so we can put a baseline of where my level is. I'm not pretending like I'm some fucking snobby movie director or something here. He's just making absolute like shit that's written by AI or something. It's horrific.
Yeah.
Like that Netflix one that came out. It wasn't even bad enough to watch as a drinking game. It was just unbearable.
Dude, do you guys watch South Park?
Why are you screaming at me?
It keeps saying my fucking mic is on and off. I don't know.
Well,
My
turn
mic's-
turn. If you're gonna hold it, turn that knob down.
Wait, what?
Yo, do you guys?
What
Check,
Netflix
check,
movie?
check.
Which
Fuck you,
Netflix-
Kenny. There's
Which
an
Netflix
episode
movie?
where Cartman acts like he's a little robot to prank his friend. I'm
Yeah,
sure Frank's
Awesome-o.
Awesome-o.
yeah.
And they go into this like it was like Universal Studios or something, and they hire Cartman as the robot to spit out a bunch of Adam Sandler movies, basically putting adjectives together.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
exactly
about-
what The Rock has become.
Yeah.
Like it's just, like you said, it's written by AI. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like they
weird.
think of
That is
5
not-
words and make a movie out of it.
That's not
The ba-
far off. Have you seen that lyric generator?
Yeah.
You can type in, a Bob Dylan song about whatever, and then
Yeah.
what is that art stuff we've been doing?
Oh.
Music.
No, it's like it's a AI generated art. I forget the
Oh
name
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
not
remember.
Dolly. It's some other one. It's fucking ridiculous. It's
Can I-
Journey, something Journey.
The funniest
Mid-journey.
thing to me is when The Rock is in movies and he's trying to be like sneaky or incognito, and then you remember that he's like 6'5" and like 400 pounds of straight muscle. Like it's like people are going to notice The Rock. I don't know if anybody else realizes that, but
I wish you would take like a cheat year off of movies.
yeah.
He's probably
He's so
the, like,
disciplined.
highest grossing actor on the fucking
Yeah.
planet by a
100%.
billion.
Yeah,
I
but
think
like
he's got the
who
most
would you
followers.
compare him to is Schwarzenegger, right? Like that's the
Yeah.
most obvious comparison. Schwarzenegger is in a fucking different league because like
Schwarzenegger was winning Oscars.
well not
I mean,
even
Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies in history.
Yeah.
just
Agreed.
yeah.
Yeah. Predator 1. Come on.
Predator,
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Twins.
Last Action Hero.
True Crimes. True Crimes is like one of the greatest action movies of all time.
True Lies.
Or True Lies.
True
Yeah,
Lies.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
Yeah,
yep.
Eraser.
Bro, Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies.
Oh yeah.
All time
Oh,
sneaky
yeah.
hot.
Just watched it. Yeah, so
I
good.
feel like you're
It was
too
on TV,
young to
that's how I
have
thought
that
of it.
reference.
Total Recall.
I watched True Lies recently, and I'm
No,
saying
I'm
this
not
because-
saying like you haven't watched it now, but like you must have been young when that movie was first out, right?
Yeah, when did it come out? Like 92, 93?
Yeah, that was
something
early.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
mid
I-
'90s maybe.
I
I
just
was
remember the
one.
3-breasted woman in Total Recall. That's all lies.
Yeah. True Lies was
Hell yeah.
94.
Okay, so
You're
I
a
was
pervert.
2. All right, before we get into the interview, let's go into on the list, off the list. We'll start with Dante, then we'll go Kenny, then Dave, then me, and then if the backing band would like to throw anything in there, can we have some on list, off the list music? Something maybe joyous.
I mean, are we not going to talk about the whole Balenciaga thing?
All right, yeah, cut the happy music.
Or is this my chance to go in?
How about off your list?
Oh, oh, they're way off my fucking list. They were never on my list to fucking begin with. But now they're so far off it, they don't have a prayer of ever even seeing my list.
Do you have Balenciaga clothes?
Absolutely not. Never in my life have I looked at anything they've made or that someone else has worn and been like, that's actually good looking shit. It is the most hideous looking fucking stuff.
It all looks like Derelict from
Derelict.
Yeah.
That's exactly accurate.
That's a good one.
Like one big giant troll that they've been playing on everybody, saying like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking sell like trash bags for $1,000 and watch idiots will buy them because they can wear them and people will think they have money." It worked. They've done it with the ugliest shoes in the history of fucking shoes.
Agreed.
They've done it with fucking just garbage like block t-shirts that are like $800 and all these fucking idiots wear them. It's sad, but
So basically, you're really upset about their style and not the.
no, I'm just
Little
proving-
fucking kids.
I'm laying the baseline for the hate.
Right. Yeah.
Work with me here. The
Okay.
hate's been there for a long time now. It bubbled over.
You're hating the player. You're not hating the game, though. If I could sell
no.
this fucking tennis ball of my dog's that's sitting on the couch for $800, I would do that. If there was
That's
a
fair.
sucker big enough, like a big enough sucker to buy it.
Like Kim
No,
Kardashian.
No, I do
don't
like
give a
I
shit.
do like nice I do like nice clothes and expensive stuff. So I do have taste. I like stuff that looks good. None of their shit looks good. It's for fucking idiots and freaks.
Oh no, you forgot. You said idiots, freaks, and you forgot the word pedophiles.
Well, come to find out last week, yeah, I was proven right. It is for idiots and freaks, and now even worse, fucking pedophiles. So all this shit that has come out is just like, it's unconscionable. First off, how it was ever allowed to be posted on Instagram. Like, dude, I know girls that have lost their accounts because they posted like bikini pictures, and some girl that hates that girl reports them to Instagram and they lose their account. There are pictures up still on these fucking sickos accounts of like, I think because it's art, it gets a different designation, but it's like mutilated kids. It's like kids with like dicks on their face, and because it's some Parisian artist and these works of art sell for $40,000. That's the other thing. Who are the sick fucks besides John Podesta that are spending money to hang this shit in their fucking house or their sex dungeons or wherever the fuck it is?
You can't see the wall to Kenny's right, but there's a bunch of those a bunch of those prints on Kenny's wall.
This is not funny. I should not be. Don't make me laugh during this. This is like really fucked up. But I'm just like wondering, like, where is all the outrage? Like, where is everybody calling for this brand to be fucking like blacklisted off the planet, like ripped out of the stores, like blasted offline?
Do you think at any point in time, anybody in the entire marketing PR campaign at any point went, is this a bad idea?
Yeah.
I don't think it's
happened.
possible
No,
that the fashion world just thrives on, like, there could, there's very well could be some just truly like deranged, sick people involved, and then also there's all of the kind of just yes people in the fashion world. It's not necessarily like they're all into. It's just it's some some person with some fucked up ideas, and then other people are like, oh my god, it's so controversial and pushing the envelope, and they just go along with shit all the time.
Yeah.
Yup.
Dante, I'm 100% on your side, obviously. But my
You
first
fucking
thought,
better be. All you better be, because you have fucking brains and morals.
Dave's
and you're
awfully
not-
quiet, dude. Dave's
What
awfully quiet.
I mean, what do you? I'm trying to say that. No, of course I condemn it. First of all, was it just the pictures, or was other shit from behind the scenes coming out? Because
Did
I
you
haven't.
see the picture of the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
court case? Like,
Yes.
Dude,
Okay.
It started with a people were like defending Kanye. They were like, okay, we get that Kanye's like the boogeyman and he's awful and this and that. But has anyone seen Kim Kardashian's like favorite designer, Balenciaga's new campaign? And it's all these kids in bondage.
Yeah,
with
no, I saw that. Yeah.
Teddy bears in bondage, like selling these like fucking like bags and shit. And then it's like kids laying on beds, and they go deeper and they start looking at the photographer that did the shoots shit. He's into all this like satanic ritual shit and child sacrifice, like art. Then they go down the rabbit hole of the lead designer for the brand. She's a Satanist. She's a fucking lunatic. Dude, no, it's like
okay.
It's like,
all right. Well, I was
really,
gonna
really
say
fucked up
that
shit.
I was offended not only with the content matter itself, but the fact that they thought that it was like, oh, hey, let's throw this on Instagram. Because what did you think was gonna fucking happen? You're gonna get canceled, of course.
Good.
Dude,
I mean, they
Like,
should.
no shit. But it's like I'm more offended
thing
at the
is-
stupidity.
Yeah,
but if
fair.
that's the
But-
kind of case, if that's what we're talking about, like they're that into
here's-
like. true
Here's the double
detective
standard
shit.
though. Here's the double standard though, Dave. The thing is they've been doing it for so long that it's normalized. And I mean, the shit that people have been digging up are from like years ago that these people have posted as art, and they're flaunting it in fucking people's face, like whatever this shit is. And like, they just didn't think anything of it. It's like, do you get what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
Like, the only reason these people are freaking out now is because the public is pretending to freak out, but no one's freaking out. Kim Kardashian issued the most half-assed statement of all time. I'm going to wait and see where the dust settles before I decide, my future with the brand. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what do you need to see happen? Like, this should be the most black and white decision ever. As a mother of fucking 4 kids, seeing these images and shit, you should be like, peace the fuck out. Like, there's a million other fucking brands that actually make nice shit that would like pay me money to wear it on my fucking fat ass that would be fighting over her. Like,
Isn't this kind of like a reflection of like what's the movie with Johnny Knoxville with Bad Grandpa? Is that
The
it?
Ringer.
No,
The
it's the
Ringer.
one where it's like a mockumentary.
Oh
and the-
yeah,
and the kid-
Bad Grandpa.
And the kid goes to the
Yes.
pageant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like there are
What was
people.
it?
I mean, you'll never convince me that shit is the pageants, are normal. But there are people out there who think that that's normal.
Dude,
It's like,
if you look at the end of the Roman Empire, it's just we're playing it like note for
yeah.
note. This is it. We're getting very close because it was all the same shit. Like, it's a funny thing when modern generations think they invented like fucked up sex, and you go look and read what the Romans did, and like they just keep going down these same routes. It's getting close to the end, so just stop worrying. You can always
you're
buy
so
Wrangler
right.
jeans. Wrangler jeans is gonna be safe, right?
I don't know. Brett Favre did, back then, and Brett Favre seems to be getting canceled a lot.
Okay, fine. Levi's, are they okay?
I think
I love Levi's.
Bob
Johnny
Seger.
is always the
Chevy.
voice of reason.
I'm
Calms me
personally
down.
switching to Ed Hardy.
No, it's
Affliction.
no, it's because Johnny is a South African operative here to infiltrate American culture, so they can become the world's greatest.
Yeah, what do you guys think about your brother now that we're on the topic of getting canceled?
Our brother who?
Elon.
Oh, dude, here's my
definitely
theory.
think-
I got a theory about Elon. He, in all the movies when the AI takes over, his Neuralink has taken his AI. He's not in control of anything. He's just like a fucking puppet. It's just a computer that's playing him, and he's completely useless. And all of the billionaire class are exactly that way. They're all complete fucking morons. They're all idiots. All of these people that everyone is ascribing intelligence and power and shrewdness to, they're probably just being run by either some other little minions or AI.
Bro,
theory, right?
you gotta write a screenplay like now about
Right,
that.
yeah.
That is brilliant.
Nothing explains, Elon's apparent ability to acquire influence and power in companies, and then his simultaneous ability to say the least funny things ever said by a person.
Dude, who was I was talking
The
to
only thing that could do that is AI.
I was talking to somebody about Elon the other day, and like, I really appreciate how big of a troll he is. But
He
he's
really is
also,
a
but he's
troll.
also a C- comedian.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's like he
Yeah.
like laughs at his own jokes and shit. You know, you're like, I love the vibe, but like, you gotta.
You know what? And when he's not trying to be that funny is when he's occasionally funny. Like when he
Right.
said to Sam Harris, like, there's a thing, like, there's meditating too much is a thing or something like that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really funny because Sam Harris
Yeah.
is always fucking just meditating on everything.
Yeah.
But then when he tries to make a joke, it is fucking horrible.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah. He quote tweeted AOC with some like, you know, opposing view to whatever she said, and he just put "oh no" with the crying face, and I was like, "That's see, now we're talking, Elon."
Yeah, he's good at it. He knows how to poke the bear really
Right,
well.
yeah.
I mean,
And
Dante,
honestly, I
go
just
ahead.
don't give a fuck. So
Yeah.
like,
Fair.
I don't care.
either.
Now
do you-
Dave's talking my language.
Yeah.
What do you think Elon Musk listens to music-wise?
Grimes.
He
think it's
doesn't. People like that are
Still.
such fucking weirdos. They don't enjoy music. I bet you he's one of those guys that like.
He listens to
truly-
birds chirping or some shit.
Yeah,
You know,
like, I
like
could see
Enya.
him.
Like I said, Grimes.
Yeah, basically. Didn't he tweet last week? He tweeted out like, "I never even learned what Grimes' real name was" or something like that, and I thought that was.
If
pretty
he
funny.
did, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Well, fuck, I really don't think we can follow up and off the list after the Balenciaga situation because I feel like
Yeah.
that should be communally everybody's off the list for today. Like I feel like that should be. I live by a simple rule. It's Northeast Philly logic. If you mess with kids, you got to go.
Suck my dick, fucking jerk off. Fucking hometown Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Fucking hometown Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Northeast Philadelphia.
Fucking hometown Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia. Philly,
Hometown.
Philly, Philly.
Dude, let me just say, if we're gonna end it up here, you gotta be careful what you say because I took a bunch of your like the way I did this. I took all your podcasts, threw them into some AI, transcribed it, and this it's not a paid ad. Otter.ai. I don't know if you've used that ever. It's just like a transcription service. It's fucking insane. Like it gets it by speaker and everything. So I can just go look through the words and see what I want to see. Like
Yada yada yada. Oh my god. All the time. Fucking algorithms. Barstool editors. Barstool editors. Little fucking kids. Barstool editors. Fucking assholes.
Samantha Ronson, Lindsay
check
Lohan,
this
Dave
one out before we
Grohl,
go.
Caitlyn Jenner,
Kenny from the band AWOL Nation.
indie alternative. Indie alternative. When I was an engineer at a recording studio in Venice, $180,000 house.
Dude, blow your fucking nose.
$180,000 house. The Chateau Marmont in Alex Turner was there. Super famous. Samantha Ronson moved into the super famous. And Lindsay Lohan. Dave Grohl. Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, Duffy's a good friend of mine.
Holy
So yeah,
fuck.
this last one with the whole Balenciaga discussion,
Oh,
Dante,
no.
it's gonna be pretty funny.
Remix is
Fucking
coming.
asses and fuck eyeball. Fucking asses and fucking eyeballs. Fucking asses and fucking eyeballs.
I've done that many times.
You're a pervert.
Dude, this has to be this has to be a regular feature on the podcast now. But we
Yeah,
need to give you guys a name. Like you have to be like the somethings.
I don't know. We'll think
Eyeballs.
about it. We'll think about like the name. Yeah, we're down to do it. We just need to think about the name. I would need to practice all this shit so when you say something, I can actually pull it up real quick.
Wow.
And I just wanted to.
Dave, I do have a question though.
Well, fucking shit. Wait. Well, baseball and football. Baseball and football.
Dave, go ahead.
Baseball and football.
Dave, go ahead.
Baseball and football. I believe in aliens 100%.
So technically, we don't even need to be here anymore. You guys can literally have us do the podcast.
Yeah.
Suck my dick.
Wow. All right. Well, that was a fucking interesting way to bring. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll have our new design. We didn't even mention that. And if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a very special shout out to our favorite artist, Billy Corgan. He's in here now. I want somebody to fucking screenshot that. By the way, shouts out to Cole. Cole, Barstool intern who created the new set, is fucking awesome. That was a great job. Literally. All right, yeah, 100%. All right, well, that's gonna be everything for us today. Let's end it up with our interview with Jack Kays.